Hi friends, I'm here today with another guided meditation. We're going to practice 3 different types of techniques. Practicing breath meditation, also known as Anapana Meditation. Practicing Vipassana Meditation, also known as body scanning or insight meditation. And lastly, finishing off with practicing loving kindness meditation, also known as Metta Meditation. And don't worry, I'm going to guide you through all 3 of these techniques. So go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. This could be on a chair, it could be on a mat on the ground like I am. It could be on, with legs crossed, or lotus, half lotus, if you're familiar with those poses. Just whatever way you will be able to sit that will be the most comfortable for you. But what's important is for you to keep a straight spine. So almost feeling like there is a rope pulling up from the top of your head. So you want to maintain this proper posture because it's going to keep your mind from getting too sleepy. So we want to avoid reclined postures or laying down postures because we won't have that same degree of concentration and alertness that we need to be able to get into these deep meditated states. So again, what's important is that you keep that spine straight. Feel free to use cushions, use a chair. I have a nice little cushion behind here. I'm just against this little wooden thing, and I have a nice little comfy cushion on the ground. And I like having a cushion under my buttocks. These meditation cushions, I'll actually show it to you guys. It's like this, and that just elevates your bottom a little bit. That way it's not completely flat on the ground. It gives you a little lift that really helps with that posture and helps with comfort. And you can just grab a pillow. Sometimes I do this in bed by just putting a pillow behind me and a pillow under me, and just lean against the wall or anything that you have available. Sometimes it's nice to do this in bed, just if you lean against the wall or your baseboard, and put two pillows, one for your back, one for your underneath you, and that is usually plenty to have pretty comfortable meditation. And you don't need to buy any expensive cushions or anything. So go ahead and find that comfortable seated position. And then we're going to go ahead and close our eyes. So go ahead and close your eyes. Feeling safe, feeling comfortable. And we're going to begin to settle in. Our whole day we might have been running from task to task, thing to thing, thought to thought. But for the next few minutes in this meditation, we're just going to drop everything. And we're going to find the balance between alertness and deep relaxation. Alertness in our body and mind through keeping the spine straight and concentrated on our meditation object, which will be the breath. And deep relaxation by letting go of all other thoughts and by relaxing the rest of our body, just keeping the necessary amount of alertness to keep that spine straight, but relaxing fully everything else. With each breath, we relax more and more. So we're going to start with our first technique of breath meditation, also known as Anapana Meditation. And this technique is very, very simple. We simply put all our attention on the tip of our nose, the very tip of our nostrils, where the air comes in and goes out. That little passageway where air enters and exits. And we're going to rest on the breath. Let go of all else and just focus on this sensation in this moment of this breath. Letting the breath be natural. However it wants to be. If it is shallow or if it is deep, simply observing as it is. Awareness of air coming in, awareness of air going out. And when the mind wanders off into thoughts, into past or future, we very gently bring it back to the breath, to the present. Finding this relaxed concentration on the breath. Not a tense concentration, but a relaxed concentration. A restful concentration. Just the breath, just the now. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. is accomplished by simply being in this moment. Bringing it back again and again to our anchor into the present, the breath. Resting on this breath, this very breath in this moment. Savoring the breath, enjoying the breath. How wonderful it is to breathe, to be alive. Feeling how soft, how blissful the breath can be. Feeling how the mind begins to settle like waves on the ocean begin to become calm as we find this stillness, resting on the breath, and begin to find stillness in the body. As we drop into relaxation, into being present, into stillness, letting everything begin to settle like calm waters. The body settles, the mind settles, and there is just the breath in and out. Now, do not be surprised or frustrated if your mind continues to wander off. This is the nature of the mind, to run from thought to thought, from past and future, running away from this moment. It isn't just you. So many people deal with the same situation. And as we meditate, we begin to train the mind. Slowly, the technique is mastering the mind. And this requires patience, but it is the greatest thing to master. Mastering stillness, mastering concentration. So bring it back gently over and over. And each time we bring the mind back to the present, to the breath, our mindfulness muscle becomes stronger. At first, our mindfulness muscle, our meditation muscle might be very weak. We may only last a couple seconds on our meditation object. But as we practice more and more, this time expands and expands until we rest on the breath for extended periods of bliss. Okay, so now we're going to start the technique of Vipassana Meditation. We're going to practice this meditation, also known as insight meditation or body scanning meditation, by bringing our attention, our focal point, now to the very top of our heads, the highest point of our skull, the crown of our heads. And we're going to feel any sensation we have there. Real sensations, present sensations. Maybe there is a feeling of coolness or warmth. Maybe there is some tingling. Focus in and zoom in to that sensation of knowing that the top of your head is there, even though your eyes are closed. Zoom into that sensation. And we're going to begin to bring our attention down like a ray of concentration down our head, down our face, all around the circumference of our head, both front and back and around, down, 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 our eyebrows, our eyes, the back of our head, our cheeks, our mouths, observing sensations as they are in this moment. Not sensations of past or future, not imaginary sensations, but just observing objectively, like a scientist, what is there. Stepping into the role of the observer, feeling our neck, the circumference of our neck going down, down to the shoulders. Feeling the shoulders with non-reaction, with a feeling of detachment, almost like a scientist observing from an outside perspective. From that point of awareness, no feeling of my shoulders and my pain or my pleasant sensation, but just objectively, what is there? With a curiosity, how do you know your shoulders are there, even though your eyes are closed? What is that feeling we often breeze past without much thought? Feeling into it more deeply than we ever have before. Now we're going to start to go down both our arms in a parallel manner. Down our arms to both our elbows. Down our forearms. An easy sensation to feel is if you are wearing a long sleeve shirt or sweater, you can feel the fabric on your skin, touching your skin. That sensation is a good present moment sensation to focus on. And if your arms are bare, you can focus in on the sensation of the air touching your skin. This might be a slight feeling of coolness or of warmth. Going down to our hands, feeling our palms. Going down to our fingers, to the very tip of our fingers. Perhaps there is some tingling, perhaps there is a feeling of lightness or heaviness. These are all possibilities, no need to imagine these. Just some ideas of what you might find there. But focus in on what you feel in this moment. Sometimes if we become still enough, we may even feel the sensation of the pulsing of our blood through our veins. Okay, now we're going to work our way back up the arms in this parallel manner, going up both arms, up from our fingertips, up to our wrist, up to our forearms, scanning like a ray of concentration going through our bodies. Feeling our elbows going up, our arms up to our shoulders. And if any feelings of pain, discomfort, or aversion come up, or the opposite, feelings of pleasure, of desire, of attachment to a certain pleasant sensation, we simply observe with non-reaction, with what I like to call, what is often said to be Equanimity. Equanimity is non-reaction, remaining equal, no attachment or aversion. Simply observing what is, surrendering to this present moment. So feeling the shoulders, we're going to start going down our torso, feeling our chest. We can perhaps feel our chest rising and falling as our lungs inflate and deflate. We can keep the sensation surface level, or if it feels natural, we can also feel into internal sensations. Going down our torso, our back, that ray of concentration, you can imagine almost like a light. At first, you can use this as a kiddie wheels for concentration, this ray of light going down our body. But as we progress in our practice, we just want to focus on the real present sensations and let go of any visualization tool. So going down our belly button, down until we reach the bottom of our torso, where our bodies meet the meditation cushion or chair. Here's something that is pretty universally felt, is the sensation of gravity. The sensation of our body's weight against the chair or cushion. So feeling into that weight, feeling into that sensation. Not just breezing past it, but zooming in with a curiosity, looking deeper. Being the observer, the non-reactive, equanimous observer of this sensation of the pressure of gravity. Now we're going to continue down both our legs in a parallel manner, very similar to how we did the arms. And we're going to go down both the thighs, down, feeling perhaps the fabric of our pants, perhaps any tingling sensation, heaviness or lightness, till we reach the knees. And here is a spot that very often people might find a diversion or some pain in. And don't push away the pain. Observe it objectively. This sensation of pain is our teacher. We don't want to push it away because it's a wonderful opportunity to practice holding pain and not reacting. And this is a valuable lesson, because if we learn to hold unpleasant sensations and yet remain peaceful and not react, then we can in life do this with emotions and remain peaceful at all times. So if there is any pain in the knees or in the future anywhere in the body, observe it and practice remaining equanimous. But of course, we don't want to create extra pain for ourselves. This is just non-harmful pain from just sitting, so no need to, add more pain through harsh other disciplines. Just observing just natural sensations that come up from just sitting. Going down our legs. We're working our way down to the feet. Down to our toes till we reach the very tips of our toes. In this technique of Vipassana meditation, we scan the body in this way, and then we work in reverse, if our time allows, up and down from our toes to our top of our head, over and over again, in this way we just did. But for today, we're going to conclude here this technique of Vipassana meditation, here on our toes. But if you wish to practice more deeply this technique, you would do what we just did, but then just work your way back up and back down and so on. And what this technique, the reason it is so powerful, and the insight that it can bring us, which really are many, but one wonderful insight is to be able to sit with pleasant and unpleasant sensations and not react. And that is so, so powerful, because then when we have intense physical pain or the opposite, intense pleasure from, for example, something that might be addicting, or intense negative or even intense positive, overwhelmingly static emotions, we can learn how to remain peaceful, remain calm, and then we can maintain this inner sanctuary of peace within our hearts. Okay, so we're going to conclude with our last technique. We'll keep it fairly short and sweet this time, with our Metta Meditation, our loving kindness meditation. And there are many ways to practice this technique, but in general, we just practice sharing love with all beings. We share any positive, as they call merits, or any positive kind of energy we have cultivated in our practice today. And we share it with all of the world and beyond. We take any peaceful feelings and we share them. And I like to always start with, first sending love inwards. That way we have, something valuable to share if we ourselves are feeling happy and loving. So sending light inwards. May we be happy and well. May we be free from suffering. May we learn compassion. And then we're going to share that light far and wide, that light of love, to all beings in the entire cosmos, from the biggest to the smallest, from the strongest to the weakest, all beings in the same way, or even a more powerful way, that a parent loves their child, their only child, that powerful, beautiful love. We share it with all beings, shining bright, without exception, without judgment, pure unconditional love in all directions, inwards and outwards, shining brighter than a million suns, down to the farthest reach of the cosmos, the tiniest little darkest corners. We shine our light and illuminate. May all beings be happy and well. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings learn compassion. Okay, we're going to very gently, without opening our eyes, we're going to very, very gently lower our head, our chin to our chest, with our eyes closed, lowering our gaze. We want to come out of this meditation very slowly, very gently, as to not shock our nervous system. And slowly we're going to begin to raise our gaze and open our eyes little by little, taking your time. And we're going to put our hands together in Namaste. Thank you so much for meditating with me today. And remember that the true meditation starts outside of our meditation cushion. Our meditation cushion is where we cultivate this practice, but the true practice is moment to moment, especially in those difficult situations. If in difficult moments when sensations run high, we can practice going back to our breath or going back to the sensations of the body, or sharing love with all beings. We can grow wiser, we can grow more compassionate, and live very happy lives. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day.